Ah, and we're back, ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between or outside of those terms. It feels good to be back to Xenosaga. God, session 1 was nice and all, but now session 2, this is where we get to have a bit more fun times. Alright, so full disclosure, like 100% full disclosure, I actually went back, restarted the game, and redid the tutorial a bit better because I was really just annoyed at myself for having kind of wasted an early revive, and since I was already there, I decided to make sure to kill the boss of the tutorial with a points multiplier just to get a few extra little points in. It's not something I'm gonna do a lot, like going back and redoing sections. It was such a shitty start, I figured, oh, why not? Let's fucking do it. So yeah, alright. We're now outside of the simulator. Shion's just walking around, doing her thing. Ah, there we go. Okay, now I can hear the game properly on my end. And, yeah, so now basically we need to go give a report to the top brass. So let's go do that. That sounds like a good deal. Don't think there's nothing that way. So, a lot of the things we could do in the tutorial we can't do right now because we just literally don't have the items. Oh, hey Janice, taking a break? Oh, hi Chief, how are you? Why don't you take a break too? You won't hold up if you keep pushing yourself so hard. Thanks, but we're almost done. I'll be okay. No need to worry about me. Lots to worry about, Shion. Are you sure? Alright, if you say so. Oh, that's right. There's some valuable info that I want to share with you. I was actually keeping it quiet, hoping you'd notice on your own, but since it doesn't look like you will, I guess I'll have to tell you. Valuable info? Uh-huh. You know that there's a red vector box inside the Cephalon, right? You mean the red vector box where all the equipment is kept? Yes, that's the one. We put a little something in there for you to show our appreciation for all your hard work. We were hoping you'd pick it up during the last experiment, but considering how things went, you definitely didn't have time to find it. Anyway, I think you'll like it. So literally, the game here is giving you a hint of, hey, there might be a hidden item in the tutorial area you might need to go pick up later. And we're definitely gonna do that. We are item whores. We will absolutely go get those items. Now, most of the people here will just talk more tutorial or give a bit more exposition about the project that Shion is working on. We are going to ignore all these people for now, and we're just gonna fuck off into the ship. Probably watch some more cutscenes. To which I'm sure you'll notice I will be silent during most cutscenes, because if you're not watching this game for the cutscenes, I don't know why you're playing it.
See you later.
Okay, good luck.
Man, everyone.
Well, back to work.
Just everyone is shipping Alan and Shion like so fucking hardcore. It's kind of ridiculous. And it really is ridiculous. You guys, no one who doesn't know this game has no idea how ridiculous it is. Oh, Chief, are you going to present your report? Good luck. Thanks. We're gonna fucking need it. Because apparently this model has, like, this project is 2 years behind. Good Lord knows we need to get shit done. Oh, I have an email. Man, they still use emails 4,000 years into the future? Crazy. Press release. Vectorcom Inc. Would like to take this opportunity to announce its new connection gear products, the Rios 680RR and the Rios 650RS. These products provide improved connection capabilities to UMN access nodes, which is a highly sought after feature in connection gear. Plugin module function. Adding a plugin is a very simple way to enrich software capabilities. It is also possible to control the Rios hardware functions themselves through the plugin. High-res 3D holographic monitor generates the accurate 3D images using a particle wave laser. It's fancy talk, doesn't mean nothing really. It also supports the window view mode for the sole purpose of displaying essential information in 2D. Sleek, lightweight body. Although compact and weighs a mere 60 grams, it is fully loaded with the perfect balance of all essential features in a connection gear. Sealand for Fin Client. Running system. Okay, I'm just gonna read through this real quick. Absolutely use measure machines and storage and possible for you to make practical use of the computers. Whatever. Ange, or angel in French. Procurators employ a small AI named Ange, making it possible to gather and search information faster. Its improved speech recognition function makes it possible to communicate even using vague expressions. Yeah, so that was an email. So, Vectorcom finally announced their latest model of connection gear, the Rios. They sure did. But guess what? I had the Rios 680RR model even before they made their official announcement. With my connection gear, I can get all sorts of information by establishing and maintaining an on-demand network with the UMN. If I remember correctly, UMN stands for like Unus Mundus Network. It's kind of convoluted. Basically, it's the internet through space. Yeah, the UMN has two very important roles in the world governed by the Galaxy Federation government. One role is traffic infrastructure via leaps in space. As a result, even interstellar travel is made easy. Basically, you can travel through space, skip between locations, because of the internet. The internet that is intergalactic. I see, and the other role? The UMN is an information source that uses a large, decentralized network system. Like the internet. Oh my god. We employ agents like AI called procurators like yourself to navigate us around this giant network called the Unus Mundus Network, or the UMN. Yeah, UMN is a lot easier to fucking say. That's right. Well, allow me now to perform my duties as procurator. I'll give you a little more information about emails. New emails received will be displayed above old ones, which means the newest emails will always be displayed at the top of the list. I have to be careful because the sorting order is different from the item list. Yeah, and note that some email request a reply. Most of those emails must be answered within a fixed amount of time, so it's best to reply as soon as possible. Really, what they're saying is, don't go too far into the game before you reply, kind of thing, not an actual timer. Okay, I will make it a point to reply ASAP. One more thing, you can skip the important parts of the emails to the important parts, not skip the important parts, by pressing square. Be sure to give it a try. By the way, you should have received tutorial emails from the first R&D division about equipping eggs and characters. Please refer to them if there is anything you don't understand. Got it! Lastly, about the connection gear functions used during the Encephalon test. Are you talking about the Vaporizer plugin? Its functions allow the destruction of specific objects on the map. It can actually be used if it clears the next simulation test. Yeah! I bet it'll get a perfect score on the test, and it's just a matter of time before someone gives you one of those Vaporizer plugins. Game foreshadowing that we're actually going to have that shit in real life. Oh, by the way, don't you need to go see the captain? You're right, I better go to the bridge to see the captain. Alright, yeah, so that's the press release, whatever. Okay, when the game seems difficult. Equipping characters, equipping eggs. No, nothing really super important right now. I'll read that off screen, and if there is something important, I'll just mention it or something. Or maybe I won't, because I'll fucking forget, like normal. Whatever, no big deal. Alright, fuckers, what do you got to say? I have a bad feeling about this mission. I hope it's just my imagination. I have a bad feeling about this mission, but I can't put my finger on why. It's just a weird, uneasy feeling. I agree with you. Some strangers are transporting odd objects into that hangar over there. There's something very odd about this mission. So, these NPCs are unable to change their fate, but they're absolutely correct that there's some weird fuckery going on. Oh well, can be helped.
She's really got you trained, hasn't she, sir?
What? Train? What do you mean? Hey, what are you smiling at? Hurry up and get back to work.
I'm on it. See how he always changes the subject?
What was that, Togashi?
Nothing at all, sir. You're just hearing things.
I swear. Huh? What's up? Still not convinced?
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just...
I know how you feel, but you saw what happened just now. Even the chief is cautious sometimes. Besides... Oh, that's right. You just transferred in a month ago, right? I guess you couldn't have known.
You mean the accident from 2 years ago? I've heard about it, but I don't know any details.
Oh, right. Oh, man, not again. Oh, well.
Perfect. Now the two of you can be alone. Why don't you ask her out while you're at it? We can handle the rest by ourselves.
This is your big chance.
I told you guys it's not like that. I'm crying out loud.
Alan's a little pissy.
Anyway, I better get this to her.
Good luck!
Yeah.
Go, Tiger!
They're shipping so hard. They're shipping on a ship.
Jeez, they just don't know when to quit. It's not like I don't want to. I just can't.
I mean, there's also such a major fucking HR issue with a chief and her subordinate, like, boinking uglies. Like, it's... oh, God. There's a level of wrong there. And I went in that corner just because I was going to try the vaporizer plugin, but I don't have it yet, so, you know. Oh yeah, and hey, let that...
And you! And you! You're all a bunch of slackers! Yeah! Listen up! You lazy bums are the cause of that accident! You're not getting any time to confess your sins, though. Why not? Because I'm not giving it to you! If you got time to be sorry, you've got time to get your ass in gear! If you got time to think, you've got time to get your fingers moving! Don't even start thinking you got a brain to think with! You're gonna become machines, and work like them day and night! You're all a bunch of slackers!
Boy, I guess not every department's run like ours.
Nope. So, you know... Oh yeah. Hello. Cutscene.
You're still here, huh? Killing yourself over work won't get you very far.
Oh. How are you? I had to get this data done before morning, so I... Well, what are you doing here so late, Kevin? You'd better get some sleep. We've got an early morning ahead.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? Oh, thank you.
To tell you the truth, I haven't been able to sleep lately. Something's been on my mind.
On your mind?
Tomorrow, she's finally going to wake up. I'm looking forward to seeing her come to life, but I have no idea what to say to her when she wakes up. It's been bothering me. I'm just being weird, huh?
Why don't you just say, "Good morning, Cosmos"?
Good morning?
Well, that's what you say to someone when they wake up, right?
Just casually sits on, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks. I think I can finally get some sleep now.
Glad to help, sir.
You should get some rest too.
All right.
Well, good night.
So Alan's got a crush on Shion, and Shion, pre-incident, clearly had a crush on this Kevin.
Yeah. Everybody's so eager to see her.
It's that little girl. Oh hey, another one of those cross things, and we don't get to hear what she's saying. Thanks for keeping it vague.
Look out! Watch it, you slacker! Only authorized personnel are allowed up here. I've had 3 people vanish on me already. Get the hell out of here! My men will start slacking off if they see bimbos like you around.
I'm so sorry.
Oof, I don't like this guy.
Who's the idiot that let civilians on this ship? What the hell are you staring at? Oh.
And just casual workplace abuse, like,
Damn slacker!
it's terrible. And Shion's just so, you know, space cadet-y that she's not even noticing, just leaves it in her, leaves it be. You know what, that's actually, like, it's not something that comes up a lot in this game, but, like, the abuse that's actually showcased here is definitely something that's super, like, starting to get so frowned upon nowadays. It's kind of bonkers. What you got to say? Man, I've got some information I'd like to share with you. Well, are you interested in hearing about it? No, it won't be much trouble. How about it? Ah, sure. Only if it's quick. Wonderful. Well then, first, could you please give me your email address? No, you never know who might be listening in, right? The safest way to share secrets is through email. I guess. Fine. Don't worry. You won't regret it. Well now, it's settled then. Let's see. Everything appears to be in order. I'll send you an email in a little while. Don't worry about it. It won't take too long. Please be on the lookout for it. So, we're gonna get an email from that guy. Great. Sounds good. Fantastic. Excuse me. Is the Lieutenant Commander still here? Is he still barking orders? If that's the guy with the purple X on his face, probably. Alright. More cutscenes. Yay! Again, hope you're in for the cutscenes.
Chief. Chief.
I was
Chief.
pretty sure she's supposed to actually have something.
Alan?
No, no.
What do you mean, Alan? Don't act so surprised. Didn't you forget something important? You know, it's dangerous wandering around in a daze like that.
Yeah. Sorry. I was just thinking about something.
Hmm.
Are you all right?
Huh? Yeah. I'm just not myself today.
Hello, creepy little girl. You're showing up a lot.
Alan, thanks for stepping in back there.
No. I should have spoken to the new guy earlier, so you don't need to thank me. But it would really help if you would try to understand their feelings more. I know everyone's still a little uneasy about Cosmos, but they've been pouring their hearts and souls into this project. They all want to see with their own eyes the end results of what they've been working so hard to complete. I feel the same way myself, you know?
I know that. It's just that
Chief, the incident, right?
Huh? Oh, I see. You're...
Hmm?
Sorry. That's not quite it. Forget about it. It's nothing. Let's just hurry up and get Cosmos completed, okay? Oh. Who could that be?
More Realian maintenance? They really should stop calling you all the time. Technically, it's a violation of regulations for you to deal with other divisions. Besides, aren't they expecting you on the bridge?
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't want to brush them off. Besides, it's on the way, and I've got some time. See ya.
Oh. Ugh. I forgot to ask her out after work.
Bro, you just can't catch a break, can you? Doop-a-doop-boo. Oh, I should bring the Realian service data with me. I think I left it in my room. I better go get it. Let's see, if I remember correctly, the room is straight down this corridor. My god, Shion. I swear, girl, you would be so lost at times. Hey, there's a big red button. Press the partition switch? Yes, let us press the switch.
Manual lockdown of bulkhead activated. The passageway will now close. Please use caution near the closing doors.
Do it. Um. Alright, let's just open them.
Bulkhead lockdown deactivated. The passageway will now open. Please use caution near the opening doors.
So I'm doing this now, and I really shouldn't. This will come into play later, but it's not super important at the moment. On the flip side, the guard that was in the middle there is like, holy fuck, the door's just closed on me. What happened? Hey bro, you okay? Stop picking on me, I can't take it, mama! Just kill the man! Hey, we found another one of these red doors. Discovered segment address number 16. Wonder what's in there. I believe this is Shion's room. Man, it's been so fucking long. Yep, welcome to Shion's room, ladies and gents. Would you like to rest? Ah, why not? Let's have a little sleep. A little sleepy sleep. Hey, HP and EP are restored. And let's have a little save. Save a Rooney. Hey, we're aboard the Woglinde in Shion's room. You know, like, if you were working in a spaceship and this was your bedroom, like, it's not bad. Obtain maintenance data. Oh, I got an email from Miyuki. I wonder what it is. Well, let's go check our fucking emails and find out. How are you, Shion? How are you doing? Thank you for the MWS, the weapon used in your left hand during battle. Data from the test we ran alongside Cosmos and the Encephalon. I moved one step forward with my magnificent plans thanks to you. Now, the only thing I need is a real test. So I've sent you a real MWS. It should reach you soon. If the Gnosis attack now, they're so dead. Doing these tests provides a bit of aerobic exercise and may even have some weight loss effects. So in a way, it's like you're killing two birds with one stone. Please make sure you pick it up when it arrives. Miyuki. P.S. I lost 3 kilograms. You see, it's just like I said. The apple diet really works. What the fuck is the apple diet? That's what I'm wondering. A magnificent plan? What in the world is that girl planning? Miyuki is a special character. Alright, we're off to go see whatever the fuck Realians are. Oh, Miss Uzuki, do you know anything about the Gnosis? Yes, I'm quite familiar with the Gnosis. But you know what? For the folks who may be watching this VOD later on, not really. Did you know the Gnosis can appear anywhere and everywhere, even in space or inside a ship? Just thinking about it makes me so scared. I can't sleep. I haven't gotten decent sleep ever since I got assigned on this ship. Man, that'd be like, okay, to be fair, what this person has just said is 100% accurate. Gnosis can just fucking show up. And you never know if it's, like, out of nowhere or not. Okay, yeah, going this way is not the way to go. So, you gotta think, like, Gnosis just show up, they can literally phase through a ship, apparently, and then start wrecking shit, whatever the Gnosis are, because we haven't really been explained what the Gnosis are. So that's kind of spooky and terrifying. Actually, you know what? I just realized I'm going to, real quick, go into Ether, and Shion use Ether points, and Medica, and we're going to evolve. Acquire new still goodbye takes 40 points. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to acquire goodbye just because it's if we get stuck in something that a fight we don't want to do, we can just run, and we're not going to need to use an item to do it. And I believe this is where I need to go for the whole Realian whatever stuff, so hey. Oh, Chief Uzuki, Lieutenant Gaspase wants to talk to you about tuning up the Realians. I hear the lieutenant was just a military doctor after being commissioned, so he can't do anything by himself. It must be tough for you getting called in like this all the time. Not at all, I enjoy talking with the Realians. So, Shion is a bit of an interesting character. She's not a blank slate. She really isn't. But she might feel that way early on. A little bit anyways.
Hello, you rang?
My apologies, Miss Uzuki. It seems we're constantly in need of your help.
No problem, Lieutenant. I want everyone to be healthy and happy too, after all. So, what's the problem today?
Well, I'm trying to teach them some new battle algorithms to better reflect the unit's reorg. But the integration is not going very smoothly.
You're right. He's rejecting the data. Let's see.
So now I basically have to talk to Realians, I think. Let's see, I just need to check the Realians lying on the maintenance beds, right? Yes, thank you for your help. Hello, sir. How is that? It's just a temporary fix, though. Yes, I cannot express it appropriately, but I feel like some weight has been lifted. Everything feels a bit brighter. Thank you very much. So, they're not explaining it here, but Realians aren't real humans in the sense that they're artificial and actually have some robotic. I wouldn't say they're not androids and they're not robots. They're fully like fleshed out creatures, but they don't function the same way humans are because they're artificially created. That should do it. Well, do you have any dizziness or anything? No, I am fine. We are combat models, so even our training causes heavy wear and tear. Regular tune-ups like this are very much appreciated. No, I didn't really do much. Nothing seems particularly unusual. Are you not feeling well? I have been studying fables and proverbs, but I am unable to use them properly, and I am always being laughed at. But your linguistic center doesn't seem to have any abnormalities. So yeah, they look very much like humans, but for the most part, they're I guess an organic computer is the best way to explain it. So that's why although they're very human-like, they're not robots, but they do act very robot-like. I wonder what's wrong. Your brainwave seems to be chaotic. Ever since I was assigned to the Woglinde, I haven't been the same. I've slowly lost mental composure, and my body has begun to manifest minute spasms. The shape of these waves, could it be fear of battle? So yeah, so they still experience emotions and a whole bunch of other things, it's just they experience it differently. Lately I find functional impediments occurring when communicating with a certain person. My pulse becomes rapid, perspiration increases, and I become unable to articulate well. That's odd. That's odd. I wonder if it's an OS bug. Now, clearly, like, yeah, one person's expressing fear, she's expressing some kind of infatuation or attraction towards a person, which is making her feel awkward, clearly. Okay, your values are stable. I don't see any particular problems. Understood, then I'll return to my duties. Wait a minute, I think you could express with more joy. Maybe your emotional expression isn't working right. Well, and there we go, we've done the task.
Well, I've made
Hey,
some
excuse me.
adjustments, but please contact 3rd Division once we return. I recommend they receive more intensive counseling soon.
I'll be sure to do so. You know, I'm really impressed. Providing Realian psych support on top of developing Cosmos? I hear even specialized counselors have a hard time.
Oh, I'm just making the most of what my mentor taught me. I'm glad I could be of help. Besides, I always wanted to work in the 3rd Division. Actually, I'm thinking about requesting a transfer once my current work's finished.
But Vector's first R&D division has the best researchers in the organization. Everyone knows not just anyone can get in there. Are you sure that you want to transfer?
Oh, yes. Besides, my family's always asking, how did you get assigned to the 1st Division? There must have been a mistake in the paperwork. Who knows? Maybe they're right. Besides, I want to learn so much more about them.
What's learning about them going to do for you?
Lieutenant Virgil.
Hello, Lieutenant Virgil.
Their stench.
What?
It reeks. I can't get their rotten odor out of my system. Can't you smell it? It makes me sick to my stomach.
Huh? What are you?
That's enough. You got your orders from the Lieutenant Commander, didn't you? One of the goals of this operation is to enhance combat support between the eggs and the new model Realians. And yet you're...
Support? Huh. battle against them, the last thing I want to worry about is supporting a bunch of untested, weapons-grade Realians.
Excuse me, but these people are highly qualified soldiers.
These people? You're treating equipment like people?
Oh, you really shouldn't say things like that. These people have the same intellect and emotions as us. And the Miltia Charter clearly spelled out the basic human rights of Realians when it was ratified in 4763.
What a load of crap. Get off your soapbox. You act noble and preach about humanity, but in the end, they're just equipment as far as your company's concerned. Or maybe more like merchandise.
We don't treat them anything like equipment or merchandise.
Then why do you categorize them as weapons-grade Realians? How much more evidence do you need than that? Whatever you care to call them, they're nothing but tools of warfare. Besides, I know your little secret. You guys have an emergency override code to control them, don't you?
Virgil, why are you...
Huh? What do you want?
It is as you say, sir. We are manufactured as merchandise and raised accordingly. However, I take great pride in what I do now. And this pride was not forced upon me. It is of my own free will.
Free will, huh? Well, good for you. You'd better just enjoy it while you can. The time will come soon enough when you'll realize what's going on. Just you wait.
Is he a DME addict?
So I think we'll eventually, like, the game will pretty sure like tell you what a DME addict is eventually. They're just not gonna poke at it right now. So now to introduce Virgil, and the game is a bit of a slow burn. Like, they'll introduce characters, they don't tell you who these characters really are, and this is normal. But every character that like is fully introduced like that is 100% an important character. Will eventually become very
apologies,
plot
Ms.
relevant.
He wasn't always like that. But then something happened.
Is he an old acquaintance?
We were classmates at the military academy, and I've been stuck with him since then. It was Miltia.
I see. So, that's why.
You knew about that, huh? Then again, anyone planning to join the 3rd Division would know.
Well, I'm from Miltia.
Huh?
Of course, no one's allowed to go there anymore. My family moved to 2nd Miltia when they transferred the capital after the war. And my brother still lives there alone.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring back painful memories.
Oh, it's all right. After all, it's something we must never forget about. For our sake and theirs as well. Oh no! I forgot I had to report to the bridge. Sorry, I'll come back to check on them later. Bye!
So yeah, they're inferring that clearly this Virgil is definitely has some kind of issue, and it's related to a place called Miltia. And we'll get to that eventually. We'll get to all of that eventually. But for now, we need to get to the fucking bridge. Oh no. We can't get to the bridge. There's all these broken parts in the way. No, we can still get to the bridge. There's an email for Shion. Like, I think for the most part, like, pretty much every email just opens up automatically. Starting a database service. Omega the Byte Store. Miss Uzuki, thank you for your response. Alright, see Gnosis data. Cool. So they're basically telling you, hey, you can get more information about all sorts of stuff in your menu. The fact that you've received emails from the Omega Byte Store must mean you'll be able to use the human database in the near future. Very perceptive. By the way, why did you select keyword Gnosis as your databases? You have a reason, don't you? Of course. The reason why I thought of using keywords is because I can file the keywords that come up in conversations in a database. That way I can always go back and check the detailed description later. I'm pretty familiar with most technical terms, but sometimes keywords that I don't know the definitions for appear. Oh, I see. I selected Gnosis just in case. There is a possibility that I will have to fight them in the future, right? I agree with you. You probably won't be able to get by evading battles with Gnosis. On top of that, you may be placed in the situation where you have to fight the same type of Gnosis more than once. Right, that's why I thought the best thing to do was gather data on them. So yeah, basically, the bestiary and keywords is specifically talking about the fact that we're, as the game goes on, we're going to get a lot of information, and the game will not go out of its way to explain that information because a lot of the characters are inherently aware of what's going to be talked about. So if a player wants to get more information, you basically you have to go read up on those keywords. And hello, Poke. Yes, chaos reigns. Hi, Shion. You're looking cute as usual. Why, thank you, mister. Hello, Mr. Holgar. Hey now, quit it with the formalities. Just call me Mr. Driller. Ah yes, we've got Mr. Driller here. Driller, did you say? I'm really skilled at using the drill crane. So much so, I wish the drill council would acknowledge it. Of course, Susumu Hori and I are equals when it comes to drilling. Don't ever confuse me for a run-of-the-mill drill worker. Mr. Holgar? Mr. Driller? What is it, Shion? I have to get going. Bah, that doesn't matter at all right now. A clumsy worker caused an accident, and they can't work because the wreckage is in the way. That's where my drill crane and I come in. But even with an awesome driller like me, this is one heck of a tough job for just one guy. It's tough. Real tough for just one guy. That's where you, my cute little Shion, come into the picture. You've answered my drill call. Am I right? I'm right, aren't I? You'll do it, won't you? You'll help me, you'll help my noble cause, won't you? I have a bad feeling about this. I'm not going to do this right away. Fine, so you're not going to help me in my drill, huh? I see how it is. What? No, it's not it. But drilling? I don't know. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I've always thought of you like a daughter, but I guess you don't understand me at all. Shion's like, bro, what? Actually, no, shit. I realize if I don't do this now, I probably won't get the chance later. Couldn't forget about the drill, could you? So, how about it? Ready to fire up the old drill? Alright, maybe let's give it a try. Mr. Driller? I'll give it a try, but I may not be able to fully appreciate drilling like you do. Yeah, you'll take over my drill then? Okay, first, I'll teach you how to operate the drill crane. Listen closely, operating a drill is not about reflexes or clever techniques. It's all about heart and the soul within. Passion for your drill will allow you to operate the drill as you wish. Boy, he's really gone off the deep end. And yes, he really has. Now I'll show you how to operate the drill. Listen carefully and get this all down, okay? First, I'll explain vertical movement. If you press the square button, the drill will start moving vertically. If you let go, the drill will stop right at that spot. Even if you keep pressing the button, the drill will stop once it's reached the edge of the rail. Yes, Polk, this is absolutely the drill that will pierce the heavens of hallway trash. Before moving to drill, you can move the camera freely using the left analog stick. You can also switch between cameras using the R2 button. You'll need to switch cameras to determine the drill's precise location, so be sure to make good use of them. Moving to drill is a one-shot deal. Operate the buttons carefully. Now when you're done moving vertically, you'll then move the crane horizontally. Switch cameras using the R2 button. Use the square button to move the drill, just like you did when moving the crane vertically. Of course, this is also a one-shot deal that you can't do over. When you're done moving vertically and horizontally, the drill will do the work on its own. The drill will come down and destroy anything under it. Obviously, nothing will happen if nothing's there. If you miss, you can always do it over again. And if you want to quit, press X. Alright, let's do this. It's the drilling minigame. Alright, yeah, so first off... Right, so just to showcase, yeah, this is how it works. There we go. Then you need to... And did I get it? I got it! We destroyed a car. Then gonna... Actually, you know what? This view is actually probably one of the best views. For both purposes. Haha! Probably went a little too far. Yep, a little too far. Boom, baby. You gotta think, like, there's a crowd of 4 people watching me do this and just cheering on as I destroy trash in the hallway. Oh, I missed. Sad. So there's a little bit of delay, like when you let go. Puts final fight to shame. Oh, my car. Yeah, pretty much. Ow. Oh my god, that was so close. Come on, game. There's no, like, pity hitbox kind of thing. Alright, there we go. We got it done. It's all cleaned up. And ta-da! Yeah, I know. We are absolutely vaporizing this garbage. You're correct. Whew. Looks like I finally got it done. Not too shabby. I knew you had a passion for drilling, Shion. Never give up. Even when you miss, that's the most important quality in a driller. Well, thanks. Thanks to you, everything is nice and tidy again. Here, a token of my thanks. It's a drill passport. Drill passport obtained. Here's a little something extra. Go ahead, it's yours. You claimed a medkit. Hey, we got a medkit for that. I don't even remember what the fuck the drill passport is. Let's have a look at that real quick. I'm gonna want to go into... Do we have key items? That was probably where I was, wasn't it? Use this at the EVS points to play a drill game. So I guess there's a drilling mini game that we can play. We can't do it right now, but oh my god, I forgot that. Like, there's so many random things in this game. Like, it's crazy. And we're still not at the bridge, folks. That's the worst part. We are still just making our way to the goddamn bridge. Hey, buddy. Oh, I wish it was called Dig Dug. Truly wonderful ship, but I am unable to express in words how wonderful I think this ship really is. Please go have a walk around the ship and enjoy the greatness of this craft for yourself. Bro, are you ship sexual? Is this what's happening? I mean, okay, you make an excellent point, Polk. It is indeed Namco. What is it? Do you want something from me? Who can imagine that a woman as beautiful as you would appear in such a messy room? You're truly a trash in the dunghill. Are you saying I'm trash? That's right, trash. Are you sure you don't mean to say jewel? And yes, I can absolutely ship it. Oh, well, you could say that too. Well then, even Homer sometimes bobs. Everyone slips up. Even just Homer sometimes nods? Wait, is that how it goes? Man, this guy is bad at, like, at expressions. We're talking, like, super bad. It's fantastic. I love it. I mean, you know what? Like, I'm thinking about the whole like shipping thing. To be fair, isn't there like a whole freaking anime slash game series that's about girls who are actually battleships that like do missions and whatever? Cause like this is basically it. Like, dude is like, Woglinde-chan, will you go out with me, please? Ooh woo. Hey, hey, those are my quarters. Don't be snooping around. Oh, sorry. Well, it's not like you can get in without the key anyway. Oh, really? Do you have the key? Oh, yeah, exactly. They're gacha games, Polk. Excellent point. By the way, feel free to join the VC if you've got nothing better to do. I don't mind. I won't mind at all, even if it's, my realm. Damn it. Now where could it be? I thought I left it in this pocket. Is something the matter? Oh, I think I misplaced a key to my quarters. Where did it go? So, this dude who's like, hey, don't go in my room and you can't get in anyways because you don't have the key, lost his key. Man, I wonder what we're going to eventually find, people. Could it be this guy's keys? No. Oh, got another email. Oh yeah, that's true. I'm not into VC because I'm just kind of streaming on my end here. You know what? Let me pop into the VC, fix that real fast. There we go. I am now into VC. Alright, let's read the email. I'm not seeing your name flash at all, Polk, so I don't know if you're like still setting up for VC or whatever. Oh dear God, I can hear your AC running.
Oh boy.
Oh, there, that's a lot less bad.
Oh my.
Yeah, here's responsibilities again.
Right.
Can't help it.
Alright, so apparently we just got an email from Yuki, the crazy girl who makes weapons.
Oh, yeah. It's the crazy ones that make weapon, of course.
Let's see here. I'm just gonna go back to the start of the email just so that we can go from there.
So, what was the card said? Oh, right. Bitches love cannon.
Right. So, to develop the ultimate weapon befitting Cosmos, should he succeed in realizing the potential power of this weapon, one attack will damage the enemy's entire party. Hey, that sounds fantastic. The basic design is complete. All that's left to be done now is a simulation test. The calculator used in the design, however, is a bit lacking in power, so we decided to farm out the calculation process among several computers. At the moment, blah blah blah, yeah. Please reply if you'd like to participate. What do you think? Sounds interesting, right? We would really like Cosmos to have this weapon. They're like, man, hey, Cosmos sounds cool. We want her to have our gun. Give Cosmos gun. Please respond to... Right? Please respond to this email. Should I send a response while you're still on the Woglinde? So, okay, so this email is actually telling you what timing you need to be able to get the whatever it is weapon that they're building here. Is if you're no longer on the Woglinde, you have missed the timing. So, hey, how about we reply right now? So, I read your secret email, or, hey! I can't believe this. Don't have any more important things to do, Miyuki. I'm really busy with Cosmos, so I wish you'd quit fooling around. Your side project, or Boris's project rather, seems risky, but it's a bit more stimulating that way, isn't it? When Boris finishes his weapon, it will increase Cosmos' battle strength. I think there's reason to help, so I've decided to participate in the project. Please send me the necessary file. So yeah, this is what I'm going to choose because this is what gets us the weapon.
Because of course.
And there we go. I have sent a reply.
Who can say no to more weapons? Nobody.
I mean...
Okay, maybe a pacifist, but...
I was just about to say a pacifist, but the pacifist is wrong.
Yeah, especially here.
Alright, let's walk through this door, and I think I'm finally at the bridge. I'm not sure. Yep. Hey, Shion. Oh, no, I'm not even at the fucking bridge. Oh, boy. Over here. Right here. Oh, we're finally gonna learn about the red doors. Oh, it's Sergeant Swain. Hey, buddy. Hello, Sergeant Swain. Is something the matter? I've got something for you. I'm gonna present you with the results of my research. Oh, boy. Research? You mean your hobby of investigating all the doors on the ship? Yep, that's it. But I'm not just investigating the doors. Well, wanna know what I'm researching? Yes, please tell me. You know how the nanomachine core is still a black box, just like when it was first developed? It's a secret, but I hear it has a bug. If used for building and construction, it has a tendency to create useless corridors with locks. This poses no real harm, so it's been kept under wraps. I just happened to find the secret documents describing the bug, and this is a collection of all the hidden passages from all over the world cased on that document. This is the secret to my personal hidden warehouse. There are still 17 or 18 that I haven't opened yet. I search for them every time we disembark, but it's tough. Well, doesn't it seem fun? Almost like a treasure hunt, right? Yeah, this is like the sci-fi version of geocache. Oh, the ones on the ship are mine, so don't open them. Uh-huh. Or rather, you already found the door? That's my Shion, you're sharp as a tack. Thank you very much, we think. Obtained segment file. So the segment file basically details the location of every door and the door's number. Now, like I believe if you talk to him further, he's going to explain that, oh Christ, another email. Yeah, we're gonna read it. Oh no, they're never gonna stop. But basically, you need to find a key with the same number as the door. Namco released shooting game Ninja Assault. So I don't. Yeah, this is literally just. We just got an email for a video game from Namco, the publishers. Lovely. You know, the publishers of this game.
They have such a short budget, they had to be commercial to turn out games.
Yep. This must be the interesting email someone mentioned I'd be getting earlier. Sounds like fun. I enjoy video games. Shion, that's such a fucking basic reply. Ah yes, I am enjoyer of video games. Like she sounded for a moment there. She sounded like a bot trying to emulate, like, you know, enjoying something.
I also enjoy video games. Yeah. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say she's not a robot.
Shion, no. Shion is 100% a human, very, very human. But she is building an android.
The cosmos and all. Okay, I'm way behind on things since I haven't been here most of the time, but I do some tiny bits of details. I'll drop in the ocean.
Oh yeah, and you know what? That's fine. You don't need to know. Like, all you really need to know is Cosmos is being built by Shion. There was an accident 2 years ago that caused a fatality when they tried booting up Cosmos. Like, the first real life test ended in a fatality, which, you know, irk. So now it's been 2 years since then, and Cosmos has not been reawakened since. And I mean, to be fair, I don't blame them for being, like, super cautious about that shit.
This is why Dr. Light sealed X for dozens of years, or rather a century or so.
Yes, exactly. To fully test out the decision-making process of a fully sentient robot.
Yep.
Now, there is a difference between X and Cosmos, though. X is very much a human within a robot body. Cosmos is a robot who is attempting to figure out how humans work.
Oh, lovely. He's still trying to piece together.
Pretty much. Yo, Mixed Vector, come join us for a friendly game. Well, okay. Man, we are wasting
Okay.
time here like nobody's business. Ah, no need to worry, the rules are
Uh,
simple. We're just gonna play tag. We're gonna try to catch you, alright? All you gotta do is get that item between us without getting caught, and you win. Don't try charging straight through us either. You need to watch our opponent's moves and use the features of the corridor to your advantage. Um,
lovely.
you know what, Scorpio? I have no sweet idea how much gigabytes of RAM they have. Actually, you know what? Gigabytes is probably the wrong term. They probably have terabytes.
That is terrible.
Absolutely. You ready? Here we go. So I'm gonna fucking start running. Basically, this is a tutorial on how to avoid combat.
Ah, to avoid enemies. Touche. Touche. So, how urgent was it to go back to the bridge again?
Very. That was disappointing. At this rate, we won't be able to outrun the Gnosis if they attack. Yeah, no shit. The Gnosis are aliens, and they are supernatural. You want to play with us again? Yes, I'd like to get the items, please and thank you. So, let's do it. So basically, I just need to do a bit more tight cornering, if I remember correctly, to really get this shit going properly.
It's gonna be tight.
Oh, yes.
Oh my.
Am I gonna make it? Because they are faster than I am, so, you know, hopefully I can... No. Okay, to be fair though, I don't remember where the fuck the item... Like, I think I went the wrong way to try to get the item.
I think you just walked right past it.
I probably did, because I'll be completely honest, I think I just zoned out for a second there completely.
No kidding. Like, I could just see the little kid right in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah, I know, look, I'm very much aware that I kind of just zonked out there.
No kidding.
To be fair, I've had a bit of a weird day. Normally I work from like 4 a.m. till half past noon. Today I worked from 6 to 2:30, so... Hey, there we go. Not bad at all. With those moves, you'll be fine even when things get hot. Please tell me I got the item. Hey, we got a med kit. Fucking A.
Nice.
But yeah, not my finest moment in gaming, Scorpio, so glad you were there to witness that. So I'm not going to the bridge right away because I know there's like a fuck ton of things you can do to like actually like get shit done. And if I remember correctly, I can get the vaporizer plug-in at this point.
Yeah, but the sort of things I wanted to think about that email is that once you get off the ship, you're not coming back.
I mean, you can technically come back, you're just not coming back at a point where you can talk to people.
Ooh, gee. That's a problem.
Correct. So, like, all the mini-games and shit, you gotta do it all before. Oh, hey, we found a shop. Biosphere, all allies save points only. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to buy, like, 2 of these. Definitely very useful. I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I actually redid the beginning. Like, I redid the first part that I streamed originally just to do a better start, because I kind of goofed off. But I'm not doing that as general. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I have some interesting information. You know that vaporizer plugin being used experimentally in the simulator? Yes, my company developed it. Yes, that's the one. It destroys obstacles via the connection gear. They're announcing a working model soon, so Vector is sending us some prototypes. If you're interested, come back later. Okay, yeah, so I can't get it right away. In the tutorial, they were showing, you know, you can use mechs and stuff. Well, hey, look at that. There's a mech right here. This is how big they are. How a human fits in this, I have no fucking clue.
Must be a real tight fit.
Yeah, really.
But if you took everything outside of it, outside of the core, maybe you could squeeze something in.
Right? Like, okay.
You do the rest of it.
To be fair, though, like they're not the same size as when they are in cutscenes or in combat. Like in cutscenes and combat, they're way bigger than that. Can I do something about
Okay.
this? No, I cannot do anything.
That is a pretty strong compression then.
Actually, I don't know if you noticed what they were talking about earlier. I just kind of skipped through the text, but someone was saying that the kind of like a la Dragon Ball, eggs fit in tiny capsules that fit in your pocket.
So they're Pokemons.
They're mecha Pokemons, correct.
Lovely.
I'm gonna,
Just lovely.
gonna take the opportunity to save right here. Alright, there we go. Was there anything? Oh, yeah. Right. See, like, I'm seeing all stuff that I'm like, oh, yes, this is later. Ah, yes, this is later. And, like, there's just so much stuff that can be done. Oh, and, I don't know if you saw it. You might have missed it. But earlier, I decided just for shits and giggles, close and open a bulkhead. And there's a guard in between the bulkheads, and he's just kind of standing there guarding the hallway. But then when you reopen the doors, he is like crouched in fear, pissing his pants because you closed the bulkhead on him. And no, Scorpio, I'm working the normal shift, like 4 to 9. I'm actually working 4 to half past noon tomorrow. So if you need a ride, I can go pick you up. Oh, hey man, I'm glad you had your evaluation. I had my evaluation for my 90 days and it went really well as well. So, good stuff all around.
Nice. Wait, that's my alarm for doing some washing, so I will be right back.
Righto. You're 10 minutes late. My god, we're only 10 minutes late with all the fucking around I did. Congratulations.
Easy.
It's no wonder that your
High
research...
compression.
Right? It's no wonder that your research is behind schedule. I'm sorry. Instead of taking up more time with your apologize, you should hurry up and present your report to the captain. Alright, Captain. Here's the report. Please excuse me for being late. Don't worry about it. Now that you're here, can you please show us Cosmos' data? Yes, sir, right away. And now we're in for another cutscene.
I see. I understand the basic specs. So, where's the actual field data?
There's
Well,
none.
It's not quite ready. All I can provide today is up to A7.
So you don't have it.
Well, we'll begin testing with a mock-up unit very soon. But the system is still a little unstable and...
Aren't you just making excuses? Listen, Chief Uzuki. Why do you think you're on this ship? Think about that for a moment. This fleet may be newly outfitted, but it was assembled under major time constraints. And we have eggs units, but the 100 series observational units that go with them aren't available until later. What would happen if by some chance we were attacked by those things? I don't think I need to describe the outcome to you. The purpose of Cosmos deployment was to address this issue. Or am I mistaken?
No, sir.
Listen, you're not in a laboratory anymore. You're on a warship. This is a battlefield. Cosmos was supposed to be our frontline defense here, and now you're telling us it hasn't even woken up yet. There's no point in having a weapon that can't even get out of bed. That thing's only meaningful to us when it's fully operational. Why can't you?
Let it go, Commander. These people are working under serious time constraints. Just like our own squadron. Besides, they're only one step away from actual field testing. In the end, we all want to see this operation completed without having to resort to that thing. Don't we?
Of course, Captain. But I believe we... who's calling me?
Is there a problem?
No. Something urgent's come up. If you'll excuse me.
I wonder what's wrong.
I don't know.
Well, never mind. That's enough for today, Chief Uzuki. Let me know if any new developments arise.
I'm sorry we failed to meet your expectations.
Oh, there's no need to apologize. What's important to us is how reliable the system is once we start using it. Rushing the project won't get us anywhere. So just calm down and take as much time as you need. The government's funding it all anyway, right? You must be tired. Take the rest of the day off.
Man, this captain is so chill compared to the commander. It's just, you know, too bad that he's like 2 weeks away from retiring and this is his last mission. There's an email for Shion. Read the email? Yes, we're going to read the email. God, I don't know if any, like, okay, to be fair, people who don't read emails they've received are fucking monsters. Just for all you need, please save the file attached to this email. It's a plugin called Sprinkle, which is being distributed free as, okay. Just for your reference. This plugin works to take advantage of, unused cycles and connection gears, so. It's not being used. Calculations are automatically fed back to Boris in this secret server. Oh, this is more of the secret server stuff. Got it. Actually, shit, I wanted to actually do the thing, so let's go back in there and do the thing.
Do the thing!
Oh god, you're back, and that was loud. You legit caught me off guard there.
And at the point, I saw the opening and I had to.
Yeah, you took it. Congratulations. Hey, we saved the attachment. We did the thing. Is there anything else?
We did the thing.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that sound effect, actually.
So good.
Alright, we're good on that end. So basically, our little handheld computer, our connection gear, as they call it, and whenever it's not fully in use, is now going to be in the background. You know, just sending data back to Boris for the secret weapon.
Lovely.
To be fair though, that's
Lovely.
actually a concept that really exists in current time now. So it's fantastic that they're, you know, actually, like, they're talking about shit that wasn't common back then, but now is actually a thing.
At the time when this game came out, I don't think smartphones were anywhere near what we have.
What are you talking about? When this game came out, smartphones did not exist at all.
Yeah, kind of my point. No, I'm pretty sure cell phones were around. Maybe brick phones, but...
Flip phone. I can tell you right now, flip phones were a thing.
Yep.
And we just got a message saying that, hey, we've got a package waiting for us at the eggs hangar. Man, I wonder what it could be. It's almost if I was there earlier looking for that goddamn package. Alright, fuckers, I'm gonna ignore all of you since I already did most of the bullshit y'all wanted me to do.
I did all the side questing.
No, this isn't even side questing. This is just like preparation to side quest.
So this is the side quest tutorial.
Yes, basically. See, Xenosaga, like, again, it's not like super upfront, it's not super flashy, but I love the story it tells. This is very much a space opera, basically. You're from Vector, right? There's a package for you. It's addressed to Miss Uzuki. It looks dangerous, so be careful while handling it. A MWS. So this is what Mizuki's email is about. I guess she still intends to use me as her guinea pig. Obtained MWS. What?
Oh boy.
So, literally, Mizuki, someone from a different Vector department, has handed us a prototype weapon she's developed and had, hey, if ever you get into scrap, use this lethal weapon.
Oh boy.
Whew, I'm getting a little tired. I think I should go rest in my room for a while. Ah, yes, let us go sleep and see what happens with that. I am glad I have responded to everything I could respond while I had the chance.
Sounds ominous, you know?
Look, man, Captain's gonna retire tomorrow. Did I say in 2 weeks? He's gonna retire tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly. Like, no, really, what could possibly go wrong with a military fleet in deep space with a weapon that's supposed to protect us from something and it's not operational right now? Like, what could possibly go wrong in such a scenario? Come on, Polk.
I see all the red flags rising at this point.
And yet
Red.
I don't see what you mean. I'm wearing rose-tinted glasses. There's only white flags waving for me.
Funny you.
Oh, I'm hilarious, bitch.
You're adorable.
And thus, we go back to to Shion's bedroom.
That was a grave mistake.
Let's walk all the way back.
I believe I already warned you about the dangers of the Zohar. You should have been more careful while retrieving it.
Yes, sir. I'm afraid there's no excuse for the fatalities that occurred during the recovery. However, we can...
Would you mind streaming your side of the,
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Is that those people touched the Zohar and then vanished.
Mighty appreciate.
And, in addition to that, you're still transporting it while exposed to normal space.
That's better.
Because of that, we've had to move the plan up 2 phases. We can't have the Zohar falling into the government's hands.
2 phases?
Not the government.
But why are you...
We've picked up local UMN activity on our EPR radar. The fleet is column jumping towards the position of your convoy. They'll cross your vector in 5 hours, 22 minutes.
No, it can't be. Them?
I told you, you've made a grave mistake. We dispatched reinforcements an hour ago. So keep it safe at all costs until they arrive.
Will they make it in time?
Just keep it safe until they arrive. I don't care if you have to send it into hyperspace by itself. Fortunately for you, your ship is carrying that weapon. I don't know what Vector's up to, but take advantage of the situation if you can.
Excuse me, sir, but they haven't even started field testing it yet. It's too risky.
You, of all people, should be cognizant of its power. I don't care if it's unstable. Make them hurry.
But sir...
That is all.
Commander, wait! Commander Margulis!
Well...
So far, like, most people we've encountered have been pretty much dickish assholes. Commander Margulis is no exception.
No kidding. Jeez, people.
Like I told you before, I can't go anywhere until my project stabilizes. Don't you remember?
You know how long you've been saying that? I haven't seen you for 2 years now. You could at least come home for our parents' memorial. Where's your sense of filial duty?
Memorial? Oh, come on. Why are you trying to resurrect obscure ancient rituals? Wait a minute. You've been reading those weird old books again, haven't you? I swear you're so obsessed with those precious books of yours.
That is none of your business, thank you very much. How many times must I tell you not to quibble about my way of life?
What do you mean, way of life?
How dare you
All
read
that
books?
stuff's just a stupid old hobby for you. Just remember, don't expect me to take you in when you're old, senile, and all alone.
That's terribly rude of you, Shion. Don't worry about me. Just promise me you'll come home this year, okay? If you don't...
All right, when I get some time off. Look, gotta run. See ya.
Hey, wait! I'm not going to let you dodge the question again. Hello? Hello?
And goodbye.
Honestly, I wish he'd consider my feelings for a change.
So just throwing that out there, that was Shion's brother she was talking to, who is a character that will show up in the second game, and I'm just gonna say this: they changed a voice actor from this game to the next, because I think like the end of the first game happens and like within minutes is the start of game 2. So like there's not a time span, like a significant time span between the two games. And yet the voice is significantly different in the second game.
Ah.
To be fair though,
What happened?
oh, good question. Hey, I've got a call coming in. Give me 2 seconds.
Alrighty. I have a bad feeling about this. Yep. More red flags. But what you gonna do? Yoink, yoink, yoink. And for those watching, tomorrow we'll probably try to do Chrono Cross during the evening. It's gonna be a trip for the ages, to say the least. Eh, that'll be a bloody friggin' trip. I've only played through it once. Wasn't exactly wowed by it back then. I mean, to say it's divisive is one thing, but yeah. But we'll take a look at it again.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Welcome
Beautiful.
back.
Thanks. Yeah, a buddy of mine was calling because I was technically supposed to have plans this evening, but then the plans got pushed too late, and that was gonna like infringe on my bedtime, and I'm working tomorrow morning. So I was like, oh, I can't go, you know. So I stopped listening to whatever the plans were, and then someone else who was in those plans went, "Hey, I haven't heard from the people coordinating the plans, and we're supposed to meet up in 5 minutes.
Whoops.
Do you know anything?" And I was like, "Nope. Best of luck, buddy."
Good luck. Oh boy.
To be fair, I hate to say it's par for course for the people who are planning this shit. They are like infamously bad at planning things.
Oh, great. Hopefully things work out for them.
Yeah.
Woo.
Oh yeah. Look, it'll all shake out. It's just we were both having a good laugh at. Oh well, this happening again. All right. So Shion feels bad about doing this, but she's gonna go sleep for a bit. Oh no, she's going to actually sleep. Or I could go. I can't yet. I gotta explore more of the ship. But no, we're gonna go take a cat nap.
That was your one warning of, hey, there might be more shit flying.
Yep, but you know what? If I miss something, I miss something. I don't give much of a shit. There's so much game to get through. Man, can you imagine though, like having your room have just a bulkhead window into outer space? Like, very cool, but fucking terrifying.
Uh-huh. That thing breaks and poof, gone.
Yep.
No one wins.
Oh hey, we're back into this black and white grayscale cemetery place we were at earlier when she had like a trippy vision that almost got her killed.
Cue Bayonetta.
Right.
Or should I say more Silent Hill?
Definitely more Silent Hill than Bayonetta.
Lovely. Oh, carp.
This is like in part of this game like definitely infringes a little on like there's a bit of body horror in this game. There should also be mentions. Yeah. There's also like, you know, mentions of abuse, violence. Like we're talking like not just combat violence, but like earlier there was a scene of like a bunch of workers being punched in the face because they didn't do their jobs properly. So, you know, shit that nowadays does not fly with people who are, you know, a lot more aware of workers' rights and all that fun jazz. And this creepy kid with the cross necklace has shown up like 4 times already, and there's not been a peep of an explanation of what the fuck's going on here.
Because of course. Just why explain things and keep it mysterious?
I mean, this game will eventually explain like almost everything. But it also lets the player do their own research. Like, it's how deep do you want to go into the rabbit hole? Also, what almost killed Shion while she was having a trippy thing is she was getting close to that golden thing, and one of those, like, machines that's twirling around it almost hit her when someone yelled at her, which got her out of her, like, trance, and she managed to, like, duck out of the way.
Yep.
And hey, there's Cosmos's, like, bed or something.
Hey, how's it going? We're trying to pinpoint today's problem, among other things. What about you?
Oh, Commander Cherenkov gave me a piece of his mind earlier.
Ouch. Glad to see you survived. That guy's relentless.
You act like a bunch of college kids. And
what,
is Vector run by a Girl Scout?
He just went on and on.
Man, that's just not right.
Seriously. But it isn't right to have the chief taking all the heat. Still, I wonder why he seems so nervous.
Might be because he's got a third party looking over his shoulder telling him to get shit done.
Yeah, they put everybody on edge.
Yep. this game had so much setup in it that there's there's a character that's
Now
been.
exiting the asteroid field.
I'll wait until after the
That's
cutscene.
excellent. Prepare to gate jump.
Aye, aye, Captain. All ships entering approach. 19 minutes, 30 seconds to column area. UMN, pulse received.
Current coordinates locked. Transfer vector correction to 103. Target, Athens column. Captain, a warning signal.
It can't be. Is it them?
No, sir. The detection system is silent. How's it look on your side?
Nothing over here either. You sure it's not an error?
No, it's not. What is this?
What's going on?
Sir, I don't think an external source is causing this warning signal.
Then what's causing it?
I'll run a search.
On the end, well.
I've pinpointed the anomaly. It's inside the ship, Sector 3.
You see, Sector 3 is where that giant golden cross was.
Yeah, that'd be a problem.
Cosmos!
Or no, sorry, it's Cosmos this time. I mean, to be fair, we're relatively close to Sector 3.
Hey, what the hell's going on?
I don't know. It all happened so quickly. We're checking it out right now.
Cosmos warning status, level 1. The bindings are off. Damn it! It's booting up on its own.
The countdown has started as well. What the hell? Why all of a sudden?
Countdown? How can that be?
Currently, we are at emergency level 3. This circuit is reserved for Class A and B users only. Class C users, please try your call again later. Once again, currently we are at emergency level 3.
Come on!
This circuit
Why
is
now of
reserved
all
for
times?
Class A and B users
Someone
only.
activate
Class C
Cosmos?
users, please try your call again later. Once again,
Wait, that's impossible. Cosmos isn't supposed to wake up unless I enter the activation code from this terminal. That's the failsafe we integrated. This can't be happening. Not again.
This can't be happening.
Right.
It's definitely driving somebody crazy.
Bulkheads are being closed. That's not good.
It's really happening.
That's a sign that everything's okay.
It's exactly the same as the
By the way, those are the bulkheads I opened and closed earlier.
Well, that's gonna be your friend there, Crowder, right?
Yep. And oh look, it's Cosmos V1.
Oh no, what is it now?
Boy. Oh yes, how much
What
more
is it
trouble
now?
can there be?
Detecting a large-scale spatial distortion ahead of us. An enormous mass is gating out.
Impossible. We're still outside the column area. That's...
The UMN geodesic structure is being breached.
The target! It appears to be interacting with the UMN somehow!
It's being hacked. That's possible?
Massive gravity fluctuations! Surface anomalies forming in space-time!
Impossible! That defies all laws of physics!
Computing mass, the numbers are completely inconsistent. I can't get a clear reading. Whatever it is, it's huge!
The amplitude! The hell? It's like a tidal wave! The readings are increasing! It's entering outer space! Captain! Straight ahead! There it is! Gnosis!
Ah, they finally say the goddamn word.
Ah. Well,
Yeah, I guarantee you it's not.
behind this space jellyfish.
Yep. If only anything they were doing was worth a damn.
Can't you jack about that?
I'm sure they'll explain it in a moment.
Going into battle without an eggs unit. What brave little soldiers they are. Brings tears to my eyes.
Oh yeah, he's 100%
Let's see
an
how they do
asshole.
with shields.
Oh, great.
I'm sure you'll notice it's bulge.
Right, motherfucker.
Yep. Yeah, no, you do not want to get touched by these things. Especially because, yeah, that happens.
Oh boy. So this is where you get your daily quotient of salt, huh?
Oh yeah, this is where the, like, I was, infused with salt.
I'm just reminded of the old, of an old comic book I used to read, well, I read a few times with this Kamastash.
What in the world is going on? Shion, we are being attacked. Oh yeah, there's a bulkhead. Looks like the partition won't open. I better find another route. Right. Have you noticed we have a problem, Shion?
Okay, here we go.
So, here's the deal. I'm not going to fight. I just need to menu correctly. Oh shit, wait. Oh, fuck. Okay, so I unlocked an ability earlier. I forgot to equip the ability. So, I don't have a choice but to, oh well, I'm healing. I shouldn't be healing. I should be running the fuck away right now. We won't be able to defeat the Gnosis unless we draw them into our world. There's no point in trying to fight them like this. I have to find Cosmos and Alan. Basically, this was just a fight to say if I would have attacked, it would have done 0 damage.
Yeah. Those are pretty big for goblins.
Correct. Ah yes, calmly press the button, Shion.
Because they're so affected by fire.
It's not necessarily that they're affected by it, it's their reactions don't change, I think, even though they're unaffected by it. I mean, don't think too much about it. This is one of the weaker parts of the game. Could it be the entire ship has been taken over by Gnosis? I mean...
Gnosis?
Yeah, I wonder if Alan and the others are okay. It's impossible for them to try to defeat Gnosis without Cosmos. Anyway, it's over if I get caught. I have to get to Cosmos somehow without coming in contact with the enemy. Correct, girl. But we can... Until I can activate the Hilbert effect, it'll be useless to fight them. You're correct, Cosmo. Shion. Oh, really? I can't go closer because it's gonna be too pissed off. Alright, we're going this way. Partition switch? It's better than nothing, I suppose. Anyway, I have to get away from here quickly as possible before the Gnosis notice me. So here's where the whole, like, oh fuck, it noticed, we're gonna fucking run, and then we're gonna press the button. I said press the button! Now, he should have been on this side, but thankfully we have cutscene safety.
Cutscene power, ho!
Right. Hey dude. Damn it, with so many Gnosis crawling around all over this place, we can't go anywhere. Even if we go on ahead, who knows how many of them will be waiting for us. Actually, you know what? While I'm not in a fight, and I remember that I did not equip the ether ability, let's do that now. Hey, we can now use goodbye, the escape ability.
Run away, Sir Robin.
I have to get past here in order to find everybody, but the Gnosis looks too powerful for me to take on. I mean, no shit, Sherlock. But what you can do is just go behind here, press this button.
Hey, distraction.
Correct. And now it shows up as a green dot on the map, meaning it's not going to attack me. And there's a save point. Now, I'm going to be stopping there for this stream just because I'm getting close to bedtime and I got a few things I need to take care of before I go to bed. But, alright, well, thanks for joining me. Thank you to Scorpio for joining the chat. And we'll be doing this next Friday again.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Pretty much. And I think you guys have something going on. I think you guys have something going on next tomorrow, right?
I should have mentioned that during the break, but yes, we should be trying to start tackling down the Chrono Cross.
Right. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Well,
yeah, that's hard.
I obviously, as usual, I won't be able to attend just due to my work schedule, but I do wish you the best of luck in starting Chrono Cross, and I will definitely be watching the VOD of that.
Lovely, because I've got comments.
Look, I know you're horrifically biased against the game. Just, try to come in with an open mind.
There's a reason I'm giving it a second chance.
Exactly.
Back to it.
Beautiful. Alright, well, with that, good night, everybody.